Welcome to our channel today. We're excited to explore the most valuable Australian 50-cent coins. These coins are true treasures for any coin collector, and their stories are fascinating. Join us as we delve into the world of Australian coinage and explore the most valuable 50-cent coins. From their minting process to their current market value, we'll cover it all. Let's get started. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Australian currency to uncover the true value and story behind the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. Whether you found one in your change or you're building your coin collection, this video will break down everything you need to know about this coin, its mintage value, and a special limited mint set of 40 that collectors are chasing. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin features the classic dodecagonal shape, 12-sided, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The obverse displays the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth, while the reverse showcases the Australian coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin. It's a standard circulating coin, but some versions are much more valuable than face value. In 1981, millions of these coins were struck, over 49 million, at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. However, that's not the whole story. Some of these coins were also minted in Canada due to high demand and production overflow. These Canadian minted coins have subtle differences and are of special interest to collectors. The Canadian strikes can be identified by their finer details and slightly different finish. They're not errors but variations, and some collectors are willing to pay a premium for them, especially if they're in uncirculated or proof-like condition. If you have one of these, you might be holding a coin worth more than you think. In circulated condition, the 1981 50-cent coin is usually worth between 50 cents and $2, odd depending on where. However, uncirculated examples or coins from mint sets can reach up to $10 or more, especially if graded by a professional service. Coins from the Canadian Mint might fetch even more in top condition. Now, let's talk about something even more exclusive, the 1981 mint set of 40 coins. These sets were specially produced and issued to collectors. They included coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, often housed in a display case. Only a limited number of these sets were made, and they're now highly sought after in the numismatic community. If you're lucky enough to own one of these 1981 40 coin mint sets, its value could range between $100 and $300, odd depending on the condition of the packaging and the coins. Some complete sets have even sold for higher amounts at auction. These sets not only hold value but are also a snapshot of Australia's coinage history. What makes the 1981 mint set even more interesting is that it may contain Canadian minted version depending on how the sets were compiled. That dual origin gives the set added appeal to international collectors and increases its market value over time. It's definitely one to keep sealed and protected. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned collector, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin offers multiple layers of interest, from regular circulation pieces to rare mint sets. If you think you've got one of these coins or sets, be sure to inspect it closely, or even better, have in circulated condition. The 1981 50-cent coin is usually worth between 50 cents and $2, odd depending on where. However, uncirculated examples or coins from mint sets can reach up to $10 or more, especially if graded by a professional service. Coins from the Canadian Mint might fetch even more in top condition. Now let's talk about something even more exclusive, the 1981 mint set of 40 coins. These sets were specially produced and issued to collectors. They included coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, often housed in a display case. Only a limited number of these sets were made, and they're now highly sought after in the numismatic community. If you're lucky enough to own one of these 1981 40 coin mint sets, its value could range between $100 and $300, odd depending on the condition of the packaging and the coins. Some complete sets have even sold for higher amounts at auction. These sets not only hold value but are also a snapshot of Australia's coinage history. What makes the 1981 mint set even more interesting is that it may contain Canadian minted versions depending on how the sets were compiled. That dual origin gives the set added appeal to international collectors and increases its market value over time. It's definitely one to keep sealed and protected. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned collector, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin offers multiple layers of interest, from regular circulation pieces to rare mint sets. If you think you've got one of these coins or sets, be sure to inspect it closely, or even better, have it professionally graded. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on future videos about rare and valuable coins. Leave a comment if you have a 1981 50-cent coin and let us know where you found it. See you in the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love exploring the world of coins and collecting hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into the 1984 Australian 50-cent coin, a fascinating piece with some intriguing vintage facts, collector interest, and potential value that might surprise you. So make sure you stick around to find out if you might have one worth keeping. The 1984 Australian 50-cent coin features the iconic dodecagonal shape with 12 flat sides and is made from a copper-nickel alloy. Weighing 15.55 grams and measuring 31.65 millimeters in diameter, this coin continues the traditional design introduced in 1969. On the reverse side, you'll see the Commonwealth coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin, a well-known figure in Australian coin artistry. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth designed by Raphael Maclove. This particular portrait was used on Australian coins between 1985 and 1998, but the 1984 version still used the earlier Arnold Machin design. This little detail can help collectors distinguish between coinage eras and spot key transitions in the monarchy's representation on currency. Here's where things get interesting. The Royal Australian Mint struck around 27.8 million 50-cent coins in 1984. That's a fairly high number, making the coin relatively common in circulated condition. However, that doesn't mean it holds no value. Variants, uncirculated examples, and errors can all increase a coin's worth significantly. In average circulated condition, the 1984 50-cent coin is worth face value or about 50 Australian cents, but in uncirculated condition, values can jump. Coins in mint state MS65 and above can fetch $3 to $10 odd, depending on the market and beer interest. Proof versions which were not made for circulation can be worth more, often $15 to $30 odd, when sold with original packaging. Collectors should also be on the lookout for mint errors like off-center strikes, clipped blankets, or die cracks. While no major error types are officially cataloged for the 1984 50-cent occasional mint, mistakes have surfaced in collector circles. These error coins can sometimes sell for $50 or more, depending on severity and demand. Now, you might have heard the term 40 mint, and in this case it likely refers to a collector term for sets or coin rolls assembled in quantities like 40, particularly from the Royal Australian Mint or private distributors. Some collector packs include 40 uncirculated coins, especially for those trying to build bulk sets or trade. These sets can be a great way to get high-grade examples straight from the mint or dealer. So should you keep your 1984 Australian 50-cent coin? Absolutely, especially if it's in good condition or uncirculated. Check it for signs of wear, luster, or possible minting errors. Even though it's not an ultra-rare, your condition and uniqueness can make it a valuable part of your. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more insights into rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We cover everything from Australian decimal coins to global rarities, so you never miss a potentially valuable find. Got a 1984 50-cent coin? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, coin fans. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, remember that every coin tells a story. Stay curious, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors and Aussie currency fans. Today we're diving into the world of Australian coinage to uncover the fascinating details and potential value of the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, you'll want to hear everything about this coin, especially if you're lucky enough to have a full mint roll of 40. The Australian 50-cent coin from 1997 features the classic dodecagonal shape, 12 sides with the standard coat of arms reverse designed by Stuart Devlin, and the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclove. While it's a common design, the year and mintage details make this coin an intriguing one for collectors. So how many were minted in 1997? The Royal Australian Mint produced 23.9 million of these 50-cent coins. While this may sound like a large number, it's relatively low compared to other years, making the 1997 version more sought after by those building year sets or mint rolls. In circulated condition, a 1997 Australian 50-cent coin typically holds face value just 50 cents, but in uncirculated or mint state condition, prices can range from $2 to $10 odd, or more depending on grade and eye appeal. Coins graded MS-66 or higher can fetch a premium among serious collectors. Now let's talk about the real treasure having a full mint roll of 40 coins. These rolls were originally wrapped by the Royal Australian Mint and contain pristine, untouched coins. If you've got one, you could be sitting on a collector's gold mine. A full roll in mint condition could sell for $80 to $150 odd, and possibly more if the coins inside are of exceptionally high grade. Collectors love mint rolls because they offer a better chance of finding high-grade coins. Straight from the mint, no scratches, no wear, and no handling marks. For investors, rolls are also an appealing long-term asset, especially for low mintage years like 1997. Another reason collectors go after rolls is the potential for variety or error coins. While there are no major known errors in the 1997 50-cent coin series, rolls are always worth checking. You never know what rare die cracks, cut errors, or off-center strikes you might uncover. So how can you tell if your coins are worth grading? Look for coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and original luster. If your 1997 50-cent coins meet these criteria, it might be worth submitting a few for professional grading by PCGS or NGC. If you're holding a mint roll, keep it stored in a cool, dry environment away from sunlight and moisture. Proper storage preserves both the coins and their value over time. Remember, condition is king in the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Australian and world coin content, and drop a comment if you have a 1997 50-cent coin or a mint roll in your collection. We've got plenty more numismatic insights coming up, so stay tuned and keep collecting. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and collectible coins. Today we are diving into the Australian 50-cent coin and what makes it valuable to collectors and investors alike. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 and was originally round and made of 80% silver. This version quickly became popular among collectors due to its silver content and limited mintage. In 1969, the coin was redesigned into its now iconic decagon shape or 12-sided design. This change helped distinguish it from other coins and has remained the same ever since, making older versions especially valuable. Certain years of the 50-cent coin carry significant collector values, such as the 1966 silver round, 1985, and 1993 coins. Due to low mintage and collector demand, these coins can sell for far more than their face value. Commemorative issues are another key to the 50-cent coin's popularity. The Royal Australian Mint has released dozens of special designs over the years, celebrating events, people, and national milestones, increasing their appeal to both new and seasoned collectors. Collectors often look for high-quality uncirculated or proof versions of these coins, which are available through the Royal Australian Mint's subscription service, one of the most popular being the 40 Mint subscription. The 40 Mint subscription offers exclusive access to newly released coins, special packaging, and sometimes bonus items, which makes it a great option for those wanting to build a valuable collection over time. When collecting 50-cent coins, it is important to pay attention to factors like mintage, coin condition, and whether the coin has been circulated or not, since all these affect the value significantly. Some 50-cent coins can be worth hundreds of dollars, especially if they are rare, have minting errors, or are in pristine condition. So checking your pocket change could actually lead to a hidden treasure. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy learning about rare coins like the Australian 50-cent coin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for weekly updates and deep dives into the world of coin collecting.